Branding is a feeling, it's an emotion, it's not an icon. So to think you can build emotion in a two-dimensional space is quite interesting. The thing that I find fascinating is that we've had some very interesting things happen in social media where a young person can end up with millions of followers on YouTube or on Instagram because they are the trend, or they have chosen something and they become an authority in how to put on lipstick, for instance, or whatever it is. But I find it curious and interesting, and what I don't understand is the commercial aspect of that, of how they monetize it. It's increasingly difficult to monetize anything on social media without paying for advertising. And even these people who've got massive followings don't necessarily have an automatic way that they can convert it. I think one of the cleverest ones was Michelle Bridges with her 12-week program, and she got into social media so early on that it was before the whole having to pay for links and all of the rest of it. So she did a really good job. I would think that if somebody was to rely on social media alone, that their strategy has weaknesses in it and is vulnerable. Because at any point, any of those social medias can change their terms and conditions and how you are able to market. So if you were dependent on your ability to communicate with those people and then they all of a sudden said, sorry, we don't like your content, they could turn you off. So I would not like to think that somebody is building a brand or building their comm strategy. It's not a brand. There's a difference between a communication strategy and a brand. Brand is a feeling, brand is an emotion. So therefore it is very one-dimensional. So in my opinion, social media is a listening tool, and it's about creating conversations, and it's about including people so that they can have a contribution to the way you're doing business or what your product should look like. I remember one of the first ways we used social media was I'd always said no to the shark dives, off the Great Australian Bight. I just wondered if we were changing sharks' behaviour. It's kind of ironic now I'm a shark. Anyway, I just thought, look, I don't want to do anything that could potentially... So this is my opinion. And but I was no longer CEO, and the new CEO said, right, we're going to do this. And I go, oh, okay. So we ended up, we used our Facebook page to test products. And, what are we thinking about this? Do you think this is a good idea to offer this? Do you think it's not a good idea? Do you think it's, outside of our belief system? And so I have really enjoyed the way that we have used social media to entertain and to ask questions of people to give us a little insight, because you're not going to do a full research study to find out if you should list shark dives in the Great Australian Bight. You're not.